That's Random Podcast. The show with a spin on everyday real life. Random topics that will have you like, what? With that guy, your guy, the one and only Nerdy G.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to That's Random Podcast. I am your host, that guy, Nerdy G, sounding refreshed. Woo, to death, ladies and gentlemen. No, I'm not refreshed. Yes, I took 2 weeks off. If you came back, thank you for coming back. Hopefully, some of the stuff that I dropped that you went to go take a look at, I dropped some stuff on YouTube. I was kind of quiet for the past 2 weeks. I was getting my mind together and all of that good old stuff. But I'm back, right? I went out to Podcast Movement 2023 out in Denver at the Gaylord. And oh my gosh. Listen, before I get into all of that, one thing I wanted to just say, thank you guys for rocking with me. Thank you guys for being a continued listener on this platform. Like I tell you, Nerdy's Umbrellas is more than just content, right? We're giving back. We're doing bigger and better things every day. We strive to be better than what we were the day before. So with that being said, of course, thank you. And if you would like to support us, head on over there to get your nerdy merchandise. As you can see, I'm donning the refreshed. As you can see, let me get looking there. Right, there is the refreshed logo, Nerdy's Umbrella, everything on all social media platforms. Be sure links in the description for you can go get you some of that personal merch, whether it's a hoodie, whether it's a shirt. We got some other designs over there that you might be into as well. Be sure to also check out that lovely, wonderful book, This May Not Be For You. Sequel coming, ladies and gentlemen. I already wrote that thing, and it's heating up in the streets, right? I promise you it is. You will see me do a push on the book, This May Not Be For You, just because, listen, got a lot of good reviews on it, and it's out there, man. It's out there, and it's doing big things, so just want to keep that in front of you. Once again, This May Not Be For You. You can go get it on Amazon. You can go get it on Audible, anywhere that you get your books, except for Barnes & Nobles. Haven't made it there yet, but one day I will, right? But until then, let's keep it going, ladies and gentlemen. So, yes, I took a couple weeks off, right? 2 weeks off. Don't worry about it. You got to get recharged, got to make sure everything is good going, make sure that everybody's firing on all cylinders here at the good old Nerdy's Umbrella. You know what I mean? And so what I did do is I took some time off and I went to the Podcast Movement 23 out in Denver. You podcasters don't know, you people don't know about it. It's a place where podcasters get together, okay? We do what everybody think we do. We talked. We did a lot of talking. We got a lot of information. We shared some information. It was a great experience. It was wonderful, but that's not today's topic. I just want to let you guys know where I was at. I want to let you guys know I'm transparent with you guys just as much as I'm transparent with anybody that I fuck with. Okay, ladies and so that's me. That's where Nerdy's been, but we're back. This That's Random Podcast, and today I'm talking to a specific group of people. Right, this specific group of people, you probably know them. You probably may be this person, and the reason why that is because sometimes there are people who just have foresight. Not foreskin, but foresight. Okay? Man, they may have some foreskin too, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither none of my business. But listen, these folks, these people, I don't know what to call you, but it's like you have a knack to call things before they even happen. You pretty much can see the writings on the wall before they're even there, okay? You can see the writings on the wall. You feel it. It's something in the air. It's something that you can see with no information, with no real valuable, physical, hardcore evidence that says this is what's going to happen and this is why this is going to happen. It's just something that you see. You see the writing on the walls. And you can say it. You put it out there into the universe and people tell you, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about. It's not that. It's not that. Who told you that? Who you been talking to? What rooms you been in? Where you get your info from? They tell you all of that. They tell you that you're crazy. They try to distract you. Well, this is not X, Y, and Z, and this is not that, and this is this, that. They try to come up with everything to distract you, and then you realize, why are they trying to distract you? Because you already know the truth. You already know the truth. So because you already know the truth, they don't know how you know the truth, because they like, look, this peasant here, who's been talking to him? Everybody's in the, I don't know, I ain't talked to him. I ain't said nothing. I ain't gave him no information. Everybody think it's somebody. They think it's a Judas in the group. And sometimes, no. The people who can see the writing on the walls, the people who can see what's coming before it comes, pause. It's just something that they understand. It's something that it's a part of them. It's like their sixth sense, right? Thank God it's not them seeing dead people. Some people, not all people, but some people may see dead people. What I'm saying is, these people see things. These people brains work a little different, and they see the writings on the wall, and people try to distract them. Those in upper, whatever you want to call it, upper management, upper leadership, the big wigs at the top of the company, and they're looking at this person, they're looking at them, they're like, this person don't have a college degree? This person who can't tell you, a report, a financial report from just some sports pages, some sports stats? They can't tell you, but they don't know how you know. But what they know is that you don't fit in with them, but you know these things, and they don't know how. So what they do everything that they can to distract you. Well, no, they're gonna hit you with some company jargon. Well, blah 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 blah, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Well, we shouldn't do this, and we're not getting rid of this, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make sure that we keep the jobs, because that's what we do. That's what we stand on. That's what we've always done, right? That's one thing that separates us from everybody else. We don't ever have to lay anybody off, right? We don't lay anybody off. But what we will do is we will change your job title. We will give you a whole new dang on role, because the role that you had previous is no longer available. And just so that we won't say that we fired anybody, we'll just roll you into something totally different. Be thankful you still got a job. So when I say that that role was going away, and I knew it 3-4 months ago, and then you tell me, no, that's not what's happening. It's just that the role is evolving. Okay. The role evolved, but the role that I used to previously do no longer exists. Those duties exist in a different form, where it's evolved to where my title has changed. So my question to you is, if the title is the job and the title is no more, that means that the job does not exist, correct? Or if the title remains the same, but the duties change or the duties evolve, that means that they evolve to the point where the duties from the previous role don't look the same, but you still kept me with the same name. That means technically the job still doesn't exist, or does exist. Yeah, confusing. I know. You know why? Because if you change the name of the role, the previous role doesn't exist. If the role evolves, that means it is no more than what it is. That means if the role evolves, that means the role is no longer what it used to be. So now that it's something new, you don't call Pikachu Raichu. Raichu is the evolution of Pikachu. So a Raichu is not a Pikachu, it's a Raichu. Pokemon reference, I know. Some of you may get it, some of you may not get it. It's okay. It's cool. That's what we do here. It's Nerdy's Umbrella, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's Random Podcast. I said it again. Listen. So you can hit me with all of this. You can come back and you can say, oh, this was crazy. This was blah, 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 blah. You need to get a hold on this. You need to tell your people that this is not what's going to happen. This is not what it is. And then it happens. And then what am I supposed to do as a leader? You tell me to tell my people that this role is not going anywhere, because it's not. So only to come back and say, it's gone. It's evolving. Evolution, meaning leaving once what was to embark on something brand new. Yeah, that means it's gone. But there are people, and I want to focus on the people who can foresee things, right? The people who can see the writings on the wall. That's what I like to call it, the writings on the walls. Sometimes you can influence things that are being wrote on the wall, right? That's why we got influencers, right? Sometimes if we use our power of influence, we can change some of those things that we see on the wall. It's up to us, but most are kind of scared to do things like that, because when you see those writings on the wall, it's kind of like, I know I'm right. Yes, you are right. But if you tell somebody who does not have that foresight, they are going to call you crazy. They're going to say all kinds of things to distract you, and you don't freaking know. It's not your fault. It's not your fault that everybody else don't understand you, but Uncle Nerdy understands you. Nerdy understands you because Nerdy sees the writing on the walls. Nerdy looks and sees it and says, I see it. Now, once my influence gets bigger, of course. Once my influence gets bigger, of course, the people that are around me, they know. They know. They're like, yo, it's scary. It's scary because they don't understand it, but they like, I believe you. I believe in you. I know it's going to work. I know what you're saying isn't wrong. I'm not the guy to say, I told you so. I won't tell you so. You know why? Because you already know. You don't have to tell somebody, I told you so, because they already know, right? So if you tell them, listen, hey, X, Y, Z, you do that, that ain't gonna work. And they tell you, no, it's gonna work. And then it doesn't work, and they see that it doesn't work. There's no need for you to say, I told you so, because the obvious thing is, Captain Obvious, they know it didn't work. Why it didn't work? Because they saw it fail right before their very eyes. There's no need to say, I told you so. I'm not a I told you so guy. I am a, hey, you knew it. You knew it before I told you. You just didn't listen to whatever that is, that sense. You didn't even listen to it. It's there. I promise you. I think we all have a piece of it inside of us, but the distractions, right? They get us to go this way. They get us to go that way. They want us to look everywhere but here. And when I say them, I'm referring to society. I'm referring to your friends. I'm referring to your brothers, your mothers, your daddies, because those who do not understand, those who can't see the writings on the wall, those who choose to ignore the writings on the wall, will do everything to distract you from looking at the writings on the wall. It's just that simple. If I'm losing you, stock. Let's talk about stock. There are some people in this world who has a knack for stock, right? Some people say it's the numbers. No, they look at the numbers. It's not the numbers. They look at the company. Is this company going to be around for a long time? Is this company going to be profitable? Will this company, there's a bunch of variables that go into it, right? Let me tell you guys a little story about good old Nerdy over here, right? When I took the current job that I'm in right now, let me tell you what happened. I said, I need to re-up on my portfolio. So what I do, I polled every single woman in the room. Said, listen. I said, would you go to Burlington? Would you go to Ross? Would you go to TJ Maxx? Would you go to, I think I said Walmart, something like that. I said, but what store would you prefer to go to if you What store would you prefer to go to? And why would you go to that store? The majority of the folks said Ross. Females. I didn't ask the guys. I asked females. I asked females for a specific reason. Because they be shopping. So, Ross, like the name, 4 letters. Can't forget it. R-O, Ross. Can't forget that, right? Easy peasy, done deezy. Done ip. Done. Ross, that's what it is. All right, cool. So I said, I'm going to purchase some stock in Ross. And that's what I did. I purchased some stock in Ross. I promise you. I did. That's what I do, right? That's what nerdy does, because that's what I did, right? So I purchased that stock at a very low price. At a very low price. It was pretty good. It was you know, not gonna brag, nothing like that, but it was pretty good, right? So I said, okay, I'm in it for the long haul. I bought it when it was less than $50 a share. It was less than $50 a share. Okay. Today, trading at this moment, Ross is at $119.93 a share. Is that foresight? Is that me seeing the writings on the wall? That's me using the writing on the walls to say, let me look at this company. Let me survey some women who be shopping, because that's what women do. They be shopping. And let me try my hand at this, because when I do my portfolio for stock, I play the long game. And when a woman tells me that Ross is going to be that, that's that. Now, I'm going to tell you what the nail in the coffin was for me was, and I'm going to be snitching a little bit, but I'm a civilian, so I can do that. Okay, so the Spanish population goes to Ross, cleans out the clearance section, take it back to Mexico, and sell it for higher than what they bought it off the clearance section. So to me, I was like, oh, that's a hustle. That's a hustle within inside of a hustle. So yeah, you know what? That is going to make me purchase that. I'm in Texas. You guys don't know how big that is. In other areas, I don't know if y'all know that or not. But they clean up. They buy it for cheap and then they go sell it for high. It's no different than the stock market. Buy low, sell high. Same damn thing. Same premises. So why not? I invested and look at me now. I've doubled, tripled my money already. Long game. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ross. That's like foresight, right? That's you seeing, but that's variables, right? There are some people out there who don't need to do the poll. There are some people who can just look and they see it. In certain situations, you can just look at certain things and you see it. And once you see it, it's like, it's like that little meme where all the dang on like equations come into your eye and you be like, I just found out the meaning of life. Yeah, that little meme right there. Yeah, 1,000%. But they want us to be distracted. The people who don't understand it around us want us to be distracted by it because they don't know how. They don't know how to interpret that. When you're right, you're right. When you look at somebody and somebody say, dang, like that dude is on point. Why it don't work with the lottery numbers? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I know that's what some of y'all thinking. I hear you. I hear you out there. Listen, not only do I see the writings on the wall, I hear you. I be listening. But yeah, I don't know why it don't work with the lottery numbers. Because if it was that easy, then I mean, nobody would play the lottery because the same people will win over and over again because they figured it out, or they just can see the numbers before they come. Then it'll be boring. Once again, no one wants to live a boring life. I digress. But the distractions. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we don't have to distract those people who are feeling what they're feeling because we don't understand it. Support them, right? Encourage them to lean into it. Be like, oh, okay, that's different. Tell me more. That's all you got to do. Even if you don't want to hear more, right? Don't shut them down. Don't make them feel lonely because they can see it. Listen, some of them might be that I told you so person. But if they're not that I told you so person, give them a little acknowledge so that they know that they're not crazy because it came true. what they told you 3 months ago was going to happen, and it happened, and there was no evidence to support why it was going to happen. And when it happens, you just give them a head nod. I see you. Acknowledge the fact that, yo, you said this 3 months ago. You said this 4 months ago. Yo, it used to be that, I used to be that way when it came to music. Yo, this is going to pop. I promise you. No, it's not. Listen, I'm telling you, it's going to pop. When Janae Ayoko, however you say her last name, Janae, we know who she is. Big Sean wife, right? The first time I heard her in that Donna Glover song, I was like, oh, yo, she the one. I said, yo, she the one. And people say like, oh, that's a pop record. That's one that the label tried to work. I said, yeah. I said, but she got like a little EP or whatever coming out. And I said, that's the one. When it was out, nobody talking about it. Nobody was talking about it. Next thing I know, fire all over the place. Facebook, Instagram, that dang on thing was everywhere. Everywhere. She did the videos. That video with her in the house and the police outside, that was crazy. Everything was everywhere. I saw it. I heard the voice. And I was like, oh, world. Oh, wow. Like, yo, that's it. That's the sound. And now you hear her sound even today. You hear some of these other women doing it. You hear Snow Allegra. You hear some of these. You hear them, and I don't know what that genre is called. Neo soul. I don't think it's neo soul because it ain't like, it's like a new remix of neo soul. It ain't really indie Irish, Jill Scottish. You know what I'm saying? But it's dope, whatever it is. But I saw that, and I was like, yo, that's gonna be around. That's gonna be it. She the one. Their sound, I like that. That's it. I promise you, it's gonna be around. It's still around today. Summer does it. Snow Allegra does it. I think Snow does it better. But you know, it's there. Don't I tell you not to trust the house? Yeah. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know me. Listen, we're going to listen to a little music right now because y'all know I'm not going to be the dead horse. I'm not going to be the dead horse. So we're going to listen to a little music. And then I'm going to get back and I'm going to close this out. Because listen, how many times do I got to say this? Those people who can see the writings on the wall, give them acknowledgement. Don't make them feel like they're crazy. Listen, if you can see the writings on the walls and you see this all the time and you can pinpoint certain things, don't let anybody tell you that you can't. I feel you. I understand you. I'm here with you. Come talk to me in the comments. Reach out to me. I'm here. I know what it feels like to see things before they happen and nobody responds to you. I understand that. I know how that works. And because they don't understand you, that doesn't mean that you're different. It doesn't mean that you are broken or something's wrong with you. That does not mean that. And I promise you, it gets better. But we just got to make sure that you're around people who can understand you and all things will be great. So, yeah, give me a second. Like I say, few minutes and let's get to this music and we'll be back and I'll close out the show. Hold tight. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Russ featuring BB Borelli. If you don't know who that is, that's on Russ's new album. I like that. That's kind of dope, and it's called Santiago. I bet you that sounds a little bit sexier than what I said. Santiago. Yeah. Anywho, listen. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Once again, listen, if you can see the writings on the wall, you are not alone. Don't let anybody make you feel any kind of way or less than what you are, because you are special. And I believe that 1,010%, because I too see the writings on the wall. And sometimes when I see them, listen, a little acknowledgement. Hey, he said that 3 months ago. He said that 4 months ago. He said that 5 months ago. Whatever the case may be, I like to live in the future. That's where my brain is at. And when I see the writings on the wall, it's just what it is. When you see the writings on the wall, smile. If nobody else is acknowledging you, come and tell me. I'll acknowledge you. I'll let you know that you're not alone. Once again, this has been That's Random Podcast. I am your host, that guy, Nerdy G. Make sure you stroll on over to the nerdysumbrella.com, right? Everything Nerdy's Umbrella on all social media platforms. Make sure that you support. Go ahead and right there, get some of that nerdy merch. Look at it. Don't it look so beautiful? Also, too, don't forget there is the Nerdy's Umbrella book, a.k.a. this may not be for you. It's not the Nerdy Zone Umbrella book. It's a book that Nerdy G, aka me, the one and only. That's what I did. Go read it. It's a good read. It's a good quick read that's going to get you talking in your circles and all the above. Remember, on this show, this is where we take the extraordinary and ordinary and we explore the extraordinary and ordinary, if you know what I mean. Ordinary and extraordinary, but the ordinary and extraordinary every single day. Keep it cool, keep it peace. Until next time, I'm your host, that guy, Nerdy G.